Now, if you're one of those people thinking, how come today people are actually suffering from chronic diseases, not like before, or you're just one of those people that wants to be really, really healthy, now this video is for you. Hi guys, my name is Simon, and today what I'm going to share with you is how amazing product actually changed my life and my family's life a couple of years ago. A little bit of background. My mother's a diabetic patient, and my father actually suffered from high blood pressure for a long time. So I was looking for a solution to all these chronic diseases that's been hitting my family. And a good friend of mine, couple years ago, introduced to me a machine that is from Japan that produces a very special water that helps people with multiple conditions. Now, I've actually went online and also talked to many dietitians, many nutritionists, and even doctors on how come people are suffering from various diseases. And they told me one simple thing. They said, Simon, your body is made of 70% water. So if you take care of those 70%, your body takes care of itself. I was very interested on the concept, and I started talking to my friend that introduced me to the water, and I recently got in touch with a company that produces machines that produces a very special and healthy water. Now the company I'm talking about is a company called Enagic that produces something called the Kangen water machines. Today, what I'm going to share with you is basically how drinking Kangen water actually helps your human body in terms of recovery and being at its optimum position. Now, the Kangen water has three very special properties that I'd like to share with you today. Now, the first property of the Kangen water is what we call the antioxidation. Now, what is antioxidants? Now, before we talk about anti, let's just talk about oxidation. Now, oxidation is basically the aging process. Now, has this happened to you before? You buy a fresh apple, you cut it in half, you leave it on your kitchen counter. After a couple of minutes, what happens? It turns brown. So oxidation are actually caused by free radicals all around our environment. And in today's world, free radicals are more abundant compared to the world that we live in decades ago. So there's a lot of oxidation in our environment today, causing a lot of sickness in our lives. Now, what Kangen water does, it actually gives our body amounts of antioxidation so we can actually neutralize all these harmful free radicals. All right? So what I'm going to share with you in this slide is a very simple way to determine whether water that is oxidizing, which is bad, or antioxidizing, which is actually very good. So on your left, you'll actually see a positive oxidation reduction potential. For short form, we call it ORP. So if it shows a positive reading on a high positive, it means the water or the food or the liquid is actually oxidized. It means the more you take things on the positive side, the more it actually oxidizes the body. Now we want to only take things on the negative side, the negative ORP. Negative ORP basically means that water or liquid or food actually has a lot of antioxidants. And today I'm going to share with you basically what kind of water that we're drinking today and which side of the chart is it actually on. So here on this table, we have a couple samples of water I'd like to share with you on the different types of water we drink and how it actually impacts our life. Now here, first of all, we have the tap water. We have a couple samples of bottled water brought from the local grocery store. We have sparkling water, which I know a lot of people love to drink, and things like your soft drinks, right? 7-Up per se. And right here, we have what we call the Kangen water, came out fresh from the Kangen machine. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to pour out some tap water into the cup. Here would be a bottled water. Second type of bottled water. Let's see, this brand. Some people love to drink this brand, some here. And to a lot of you out there, some people will enjoy sparkling, gassy drinks. We're going to test that as well. So here we have sparkling water. Okay. And here we have people's all-time favorite, soft drinks or carbonated drinks with sugar. And right at the end, the star of the show, the Kangen water. Okay. Now, as we recently discussed, water that has a positive ORP actually means oxidizing. Negative ORP, it means it has antioxidants. So how do we tell? Just by looking at the water samples, we can't actually tell which water is oxidized, which water has antioxidants. So what do? scientists actually came up with a machine that's actually able to tell you whether water is good for you or bad for you. So let me introduce to you to a ORP redox monitor. Now what this machine does, when I turn it on and I put the probe into the water, it's going to actually tell you based on the reading that if it shows a positive reading, it means